Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now, I have a little bit something different today. I don't usually do these, I guess you could call them a response video. It's not really a response, but I'm not trying to claim that this is my idea or anything. It's a video that I'm kind of adding on to a video Unreal Entertainment Gaming did, and I guess I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. But he did a video discussing a theory he had that Frieza could possibly be a clone in a new DBZ movie, and I want to kind of discuss that right now. Now, if you guys want to hear more of my thoughts on the movie, upon what I've already stated in my both my discussion videos that have taken place over the last few months, you can let me know in the comments below, definitely, and those videos will be in the description below, the links to them if anyone's interested and they haven't seen them yet. But basically, to get into this video, I want to start off by saying that in his video, if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it first, obviously. But he basically described that he thinks Frieza's kind of a clone because of the fact that, first of all, he's in his first form when he's shown, and there's also a scene where you can see this kind of greenish liquid that he kind of comes out of in sort of like a pod, I guess. And he thinks that has something to do with a cloning or a rejuvenation of sorts. And I think he's onto something there, that the green liquid definitely has some sort of precedence to the story. I don't think it's just there for visual effects. But as far as clones go, I'm not too sure. But another thing he did mention, before I get into his first form, because I want to talk about that definitely, just so people aren't confused about that whole thing. But what I want to get out of the way quick is later in his video, he did mention that Frieza was shown in this movie, obviously the new one. He was shown, and you know, Frieza has that purplish chest piece, on the center of his chest. That's gone in the trailer. But the thing is what I noticed is I went back and looked at Battle of Gods to see if it was just a redesign or something like that. And in Battle of Gods, he did in fact have the purple chest piece on him. But in the new film, it is removed in the trailer we saw. But I think it's just a sort of color grading that they use. They may have. May have been a cheaper way to animate it, because it's a lot of things animes do. They will skimp out in color sometimes, and I'm sure there's plenty of points in Dragon Ball Z where you know, across the whole series, where you can see scenes where they would skip out on some colors, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing here. It's not anything that they're trying to remove that piece, because there's clearly an outline for where the piece is supposed to be. I think they just skipped out on the color, or they just, were lazy or whatever, because, animation costs do need to get cut sometimes in anime. It's a very common tactic when they create them. And another thing to support the fact that I think it's the lack thereof color is by choice and not for financial reasons or laziness or whatever you want to call it. I don't think it has anything to do with a redesign. Supporting fact to this is, if you look at the poster for the film, you can see that Frieza does in fact have his chest piece in that poster, and it must be the same Frieza as we see in the film, because he has that godlike aura, and I think that's a pretty good supporting fact. I just think that that's a definitely a good example on Unreal Entertainment Gaming's part to point that out, but I don't think it means too much, the whole chest piece thing, but it is something I didn't notice beforehand. The whole thing about first form Frieza being in the film, I think, because he was stating that, Frieza basically should have, I'm paraphrasing here, obviously, but Frieza basically should have been in his final, quote-unquote final form. I might as well just call it fourth form, because he apparently has some new transformation that we aren't even, positive on what it could be. It could be some form of transcendence, a multiplier, a new form in general that modifies his physical appearance. But we don't know that yet, only time will tell. And I do want to make a video on that, but the whole first form thing is, I don't think when he would be revived that he would be in his final form, and here's why. In the anime, and in Dragon Ball Z in general, Frieza stated that when he was in his fourth form fighting Goku, he was stating that he was impressed with Goku because the only person, or only people, I guess, and this is where Toriyama kind of contradicts himself here, the only people who could hurt him in his fourth form other than Goku were his parents. And the contradicting part is that Toriyama later revealed that King Cold sort of was a mutation and Frieza kind of spawned off him alone. basically I think that Frieza would be in his first form if he got revived, because you have to think that if Frieza was already in his fourth form before, against maybe his father was, you know, hitting him or whatever was going on in that scene in particular, you have to think that he did revert back at some point. Who knows exactly when it was, you know, in order to go dynamic. He was in his first form, but he was obviously in his fourth form prior. He's been in that form before, so I don't think that he stays in it permanently, obviously, after he transforms. So I don't think that the whole thing that he's in his first form really has any precedence to the fact that he could be a clone. I don't necessarily think so. But I don't know, guys. There's not a whole lot to talk about here. I know I did ramble a lot, and I apologize if it did bother you, but I don't know. I had some random things I wanted to kind of throw in there and give you guys a longer video, I guess. I'm not really too sure myself. But I guess basically that is it. And if you did stick around this long, one of my, you know, the people that really do care about my channel and watch them all the way through the videos, there is a nice little teaser to tomorrow's video. Or actually, this might be up Thursday night. Either way, it's Saturday's video, just so we don't confuse anyone here. Saturday's video is going to be on, was Majin Vegeta actually stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Goku? And I don't really want you guys to discuss in the comment section below right now in this video. You can if you want, but I'd suggest you leave it to wait until that video is uploaded. But that's it. Also, my copyright strike, the whole deal there, it should be resolved within 10 days, hopefully, guys. And then we can get that Sora versus Goku video up and running. But that's basically it, guys. If you guys want to hear more about the Dragon Ball Z 2015 movie, Frieza Resurrection, Frieza Reborn, whatever it really is called, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I do want to talk about it some more, but only if you guys really want to hear about it. But that has been it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.